Good morning. Boy, it is 10 after 7 a.m. Yes, I had to go to bed early. I'm going to see my doctor today. Oh, man. I tell you what, guys. Who is fun getting old? Lucy Hale's dad died. At 68. I'm 70. You see my point, guys, when I tell you that my years on the earth is about ready to end before too much longer. I'm on the end of my life. Some of you may be on the beginning of your life. I want to talk about Angelia Jordan. She's an interesting female. Guys, when you play an instrument, any instrument, you practice it, new techniques, new way of singing it. A person that sings is the same way as an instrument. They have to continue to develop their voice, continue to develop the way their diction is. And the fact Angelia Hale, all I see her doing is mainly cover songs. She's got some of her own written songs. They're not all that great to me. But I'm telling you guys, Taylor Swift, I thought was a joke. When she started singing this country crap, I remember her. I saw her on TV. I thought, what the hell is this little girl singing? And she sings okay. She does. She writes stupid songs. I didn't think much of her. Look where Taylor Swift is now. On top of the food chain when it comes to artists. When I talk about an artist, a singer, I talked about the warning. So I just didn't quite like that sound. I wasn't sure what they're trying to accomplish. I talked about them a lot. Do you realize now they have a million, I believe over than that? Let's find out about the warning for a second. The warning. Here we go. Let's see. I think weird stuff's going on here. I'm not doing well today at all. I got a lot of changes to make. 1.7 million subscribers. See, that's what I was telling everybody about the warning. Do you realize that they have 748 videos? So I'm happy that people have come to their channel. It took me a while to talk people into it. So I kept saying you're so passionate about warning. Do you realize you got a lot of free stuff here on YouTube? Back to Taylor Swift. Like I said, I used to watch the Grammys. I used to predict people who's going to win. I mean, that's back when I had a life. I don't have a life now. I'm just ready to die whenever death comes. You know. And my whole thing is that Angelia Jordan is one singer of many, 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 many female singers. She is a jazz singer. And if you were to ask her, Angelia Jordan, what type of singer are you? I'm a jazz singer, just like Norah Jones and Sarah Vaughan and Billie Holiday. There's a lot of jazz singers out there. I wish Angelia Jordan all the success that she can have. You know, I understand singing. I listen to her sing. I don't understand where people are like, oh my God, I don't feel that way. She's got an average singing voice, but where she can shine and become better than anybody is to start writing what I call banger songs. Write some songs that people are going to listen to, sing back to you. You see, when you're an artist, that's what you've got to do. You've got to connect to your fans. You really do. You got to connect to your fans. Those fans have to grow. They have to buy your music. Spotify or see, nowadays things have changed. You just don't go to the store and buy you an album. You can, I guess. They still have them. Or you can buy you one of these CDs. But now everything's digital. Just download a song, and listen to it. Angelina, Angelina Jordan, she does a good job. Yes, she won some competitions. I don't know. But we'll wait and see where Angelina Jordan's going to go. You see, guys, you got to understand something. Taylor Swift started out as a country singer, but as she progressed through her career in music, she realized to be number one, she had to start singing more pop songs. See, it doesn't mean that a country song can become number one on the Billboard, also Spotify, and whatever else is on. It is when you're able to turn on your top 40 radio station and hear Angelina Jordan and her songs. So I wish her all the luck in the world, and I'm glad that she has passionate fans. See, that's the way it was with the Warning. I got attacked. I got people saying, what are you talking about? The Warning is the best band I ever heard. And the whole thing is I'm basing Angelina Jordan to a lot of singers out there. And always remember, there's always a singer better than you are. That was my problem. Being put into the world as a scared boy, not knowing what to do in his life, being disabled but never was deemed disabled. I need a lot of things. And my problem is that I just can't get myself going. I need a place to live that I can walk out, sit outside, and not smell cigarette smoke or yelling or screaming. I need peace and quiet. Because, see, I got to live out the rest of my years. I'm going to live them out the very best I possibly can do. I don't know what's going on with my daughter. I really don't know. I don't know if she's alive or dead. I sent her a text. Maybe I'll try calling her tonight and just saying hi or something like that. You see, guys, I have my goals. Angelina Jordan has her goals. My goal is to see if I can make it to 80. I would like to make it to 80. Now, another thing I'm thinking about doing is I don't know what I'm going to do. See, I wish I had positive income coming in. I wish that doctors' offices would be smart. Let me show you how they do this. If you work at a doctor's office, this is what you do. Hello? United Healthcare. Yes, this is so and so of Dr. So and so. We have Mr. Crozier here, and we need to check his insurance and if it's going to cover this 100% or 80 or whatever, so we can let him know. How hard is that? The root canal or the center of the root canal or Charlotte root canal or whatever. How hard is that to do? How hard is it to call the insurance company up and ask them that question? Harlow Dentistry. They used United Healthcare. See, here's the problem. I've got full Medicaid, and that's where these partials were supposed to come. Yes. But, my whole life it's been turned upside down. I don't have the energy anymore to do anything. I'd like to take a walk. Now it's too damn hot. Guys, like I said, while you're making comments on my vlogs, I am thrilled. YouTube. I'm on my way, YouTube. I am. I haven't pushed promotes yet. And like I said, I'm just trying to dig my way out of poverty. I'm trying to dig my way out of being able to go see my daughter. My daughter goes, "Daddy, how are you? I love you." Instead of, "I'm ashamed of my father." You see, guys, living with a disability my entire life, and then now at 70 going, wait a minute. Damn it all, I am stupid. I am ignorant. I am. But like I said, I'm just trying, guys. I know I don't have that many more years left to live. I want to figure this thing out. I want to be able to walk outside and say, what a beautiful day it is. I'm going to sit underneath a shade tree and just contemplate everything that's going on. Guys, like I said, I didn't anticipate hitting 70 the way I did. I didn't anticipate living in a building that the AC's on for a while and turns off. I've got a portable one with a bag over an open window. So my goals is to somehow or another make it in life, being able to get out there and living life again. And as I said, finding a woman closer to my own age. And she goes, "You look awfully handsome today." I said, "No, you don't understand. You're the most beautiful woman I've ever met." You see what I'm saying, guys? We all need somebody in our lives. And we do. I have nobody. Only person I have is peer specialist Duma. That's it. Those are my friends. I don't do this on purpose. It's just that my life's been turned upside down. That's why I'm going to talk to my doctor today. I'm going to say I don't understand. What do I need to do to be able to get my life back to the way it used to be? That's pretty much it on this vlog, and let me explain to you guys. A singer is a singer is a singer is a singer. What makes a singer popular? The songs that he or she writes, where it falls on the Billboard and Spotify and some of these others. If you're getting in your car, and I don't know, do people still listen to radio? Times have changed so much. Now I think they just push a button and it just plays a bunch of songs. Angelina Jordan is loved by old folks like me. Old people. That's why when she goes to concerts and sing, everybody's going, which is pretty cool. You don't have this, Angelina Jordan. When I talk about an artist, what I want you to do is to quit making all your comments about me being an idiot. I don't have ears. She's the best singer you ever heard. Support your singer. Support her. Love her. Buy her albums. Go to her concerts. And as I said, if you're an old person like me, what can I say? Now, I don't understand what people are talking about. Do you not find Angelina Jordan attractive? I do. But like I said, guys, I know singing very, very well. Been around it, taken vocal lessons with so many different people, and I have so many different people, you know. And it is like I said, guys, you're going to pick an artist, and you're going to pick an artist, and you're going to go, that's the best, like Jimi Hendrix. I still say that no guitar player has ever learned to play off of feedback like he did. But people were not liking Jimi Hendrix because they liked Motown. They liked Motown. As I said, music is music. And a lot of people go, well, nobody as good as the old guys. Beethoven, Mozart, Brahms, and Chopin, and all these guys, Tchaikovsky, all these guys that wrote that, they're the real musicians. They're the real music. That's real music. You see my point, guys. Angelina Jordan is just one singer of many. Do you know how many people have won competitions, females and males? So I'm just saying that I listen to all music. Angelina Jordan is one singer out of many singers. Many singers. I wish her all the luck in the world, and she needs to ask herself what kind of singer she wants to be. If you're going to be a jazz singer and have old farts at your old people sitting there going, oh, you're the best singer I've ever heard. Oh my goodness. And I just watched some song, you get these people on there that they'll put Angelia's song, and I think she was singing Goodbye Yellow Brick Road. I can sing that. The whole thing is that she's got to figure out where she's going in her music. She's got to figure out writing songs. They got to be able to catch you. See, that's what Taylor Swift did writing her songs. Girls live their lives through her songs. Girls knew them word for word. Like I said, if you don't believe me, look at the Eras Tour on YouTube. Look at the people standing outside the stadium singing her songs. Everybody, not just one or two people, everybody was singing her songs. That's powerful. I'll still say there hasn't been an artist that I know of that has ever done what Taylor Swift has done in music. And I think maybe there'll be another one coming up behind her. Maybe Sabrina Carpenter. Who knows? So I'm going to go ahead and end this today to hope and pray that I live another 2 or 3 or 4 years. Because I'm telling you, a lot of men are dying. And it's when you're at this age and you see them guys dying at 70, 71, 72, 73. I'm like, damn. I want to do some goals. I want to work on my life. I want to be able to start living instead of dying. That's my goal. Thanks for listening. I got an hour before they pick me up to go see my doctor today. Music is music is music. And like I've said before, I was a damn good tenor. I was a damn good tenor. I had people come up to me and go, God, you got a great voice. You sound great. But let me explain something. I was a damn good tenor singer because I worked on my voice. I vocalized. I worked on diaphragm. I worked on breath control. I worked on phrasing. I worked on diction. I worked on consonants. I worked on everything. But guess what? There are a lot of singers out there that sing better than I do. Thanks for listening. I love my subscribers, and I've got to get out of this building. I've got to get out of this building. I need to go somewhere that's more conducive towards my health, more conducive towards helping me be able to live my life. Peace.